What makes a player a legend? Technique? Titles? Or moments that last forever? Africa has brought extraordinary players to the world of football. But who are the best African players of all time? In this video, we present the top 5. Stay tuned until the end to find out who made it to number 1. You will be surprised. Number 5 is Yaya T, a midfield genius from the Ivory Coast. Touré was a player who dominated the midfield like no other. He combined incredible technique, physical strength, and remarkable goal-scoring threat. Touré began his career in Europe with Olympiacos and later moved via Monaco to the great FC Barcelona, where he won the Champions League with Pep's legendary team in 2009. But he had the best phase of his career at Manchester City. There, he was finally able to play more offensively and became a key player, leading the club to 3 Premier League titles and scoring unforgettable goals, like in the 2011 FA Cup final, which he decided with his goal. Touré was Africa's Footballer of the Year 4 times, won the Africa Cup, and remains one of the most completed midfielders the footballing world has ever seen. His ability on the ball, combined with his physicality and brutal finishing, made him a legend. At number 4 is another man from the Ivory Coast, Drogba, the man for the big moments. Drogba was a striker who made history for Chelsea. The 2012 Champions League final, in which he scored the equalizer with a header in the 88th minute and then converted the decisive penalty, is particularly memorable. A moment that made him immortal. With Chelsea, Drogba won 4 Premier League titles, 4 FA Cups and 1 Champions League. He was known for his physical strength, his heading technique and his ability to perform under pressure. In his career, he scored 302 goals in 688 games and assisted a further 119 goals. But Drogba was more than just a player. In his home country, the Ivory Coast, he became a symbol of peace. His call for a ceasefire helped to end the civil war. A player who achieved great things on and off the pitch. At number 3 is Weah, a player who made football history. In 1995, Weah became the first and so far only African to win the Ballon d'Or, the highest individual award in football. Weah began his career in Africa before taking off at European clubs such as Paris Saint-Germain and AC Milan. He particularly impressed at Milan, with his incredible goal against Hellas Verona, in which he dribbled halfway across the pitch. He showed why he is considered one of Africa's best players of all time. However, Weah has not been performing at top level for as long as others, and with 193 goals and 66 assists in just under 500 games, he does not have the best stats. That's why, despite the Ballon d'Or, there are 2 candidates ahead of him. Weah was not only an excellent technician, but also an inspirational player. He comes from Liberia, a small country that he brought onto the world stage. Today, Weah is president of his country, proof that his influence goes far beyond football. At number 2 is a player who continues to inspire the world of football week after week, Mohamed Salah from Egypt. His breakthrough came at AS Roma, but it was at Liverpool where Salah rose to absolute world class. Since his move in 2017, he has won the Champions League with Liverpool, become English champion and top scorer in the Premier League several times. His consistency is particularly impressive. It is not uncommon for him to score over 30 goals in a season. This season, he is even the top favorite to win the Ballon d'Or and could therefore make history. With a total of 310 goals and 156 assists, he's not far short of the number 1 in this list, and that as a winger. What makes Salah special is his incredible speed and precise finishing. He's also a folk hero in Egypt, having led his country in their return to the 2018 World Cup. Salah has proven that he's one of the best players of his generation, and one of Africa's greatest of all time. Number 1 on our list is Samuel Eto'o, A player who has taken African football to a new level and is considered one of the most underrated footballers of all time. Eto'o is the most successful African player in the history of European football. The Cameroonian has won the Champions League 4 times and the Africa Cup twice. Eto'o was a key player in each of these successes. He was a complete striker, very athletic, fast, technically gifted, with a strong finish. His versatility was particularly impressive. Not only could he score goals, but he was also a team player who made his teammates better. Eto'o was Africa's Footballer of the Year 4 times and scored over 350 goals in his career. He was known for his speed, precision and incredible instinct in front of the goal. No other African player has shown on so many big stages as Eto'o, which is why we will consider him the greatest African player of all time. Of course, there are many other great African players who deserve a place on this list. Roger Milla, who impressed the world at the 1990 World Cup. Abedi Pelé, who won the Champions League with Marseille. Sadio Mane, a modern superstar and Africa's Footballer of the Year 2022, as well as Riyad Mahrez, Michael Essien, and the dribbling king, JJ Okocha. Africa has given the world of football so many legends, but these 5 are at the top. Who would you include in this list, or how would you change the list if Salah was already the best of all time for you? Let us know in the comments. Thanks for watching guys, and see you